What is up, crypto legends? How is everybody doing? Let's analyze the situation here all together. What is up, my beautiful crypto legends? How is everybody doing? Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in, because there are some important announcements that I want to talk about today. Smash up the like button. I think some people have been waiting for this. They want to know what is that announcement. I'll go through that in just 1 second. Just going to go and say hello through the comment section right away, guys. Say hello. Dave, how are you? Susie, hey, thanks for the moon insight this morning. Hey, no worries. Dippen, Aditya, my teacher, how are you? I'm very well. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Digital Dave sent me here. Mark Dutch, thanks for joining the stream. What is good? My favorite crypto analyst, says Drew. Hey, thanks for joining. To catch you later. Susie, Valerie, how are you doing? I saw you on the Moon Show this morning. Yes, I went there for a little bit. Went on the show. Some comments here that I cannot read out loud. Better late than never, Andy Pandy. Much love, brother. Ben, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Turn up the microphone volume. Let me know if the volume is good, guys. Is it all right? Let me just double check here if the sound should be good or not. Sound should be quite all right. Let me know, Mark Dutch. Please give me confirmation. Morning, Joels. How are you? Yeah. Your analysis were perfect. Thank you very much. Kevin, yeah, I mean, I focus a lot, okay, on the lower time frames, especially in the Legends community. You know that. I talk about a lot the Legends community because I spend several hours analyzing for the possible best setups on the lower time frames, right? We really don't know if the price is going to go and shoot up above $38,000, or is it ready for that $34,000 drop, okay? It's getting a bit choppy. We're getting these movements down. There's a bit of high volume red candles here. However, there's always the bullish side. We might even recover from this zone, and we might even drop from this zone. So what we want to do is we want to trade the beautiful ranges and the levels, okay? And we're going to talk about that right away in this live stream. What are the possible next scenarios here for Bitcoin? Very important. Hi, Andy. Hit my 1% during the US market opened, but saw another setup and took it. Hit 3% today. Great day, and thanks for the strategy. Absolutely wonderful. Coolin, this is how you do it. 1%. If you get a good setup, you take another one, all right? It doesn't mean that if you make 1% in the day, you need to just stop trading. If you have some time, you're in front of the computer, you do see a nice setup, you can possibly get into another setup as well, obviously. Now, this thing about having a 1%, profit per day, right, is just to keep it nice and steady and simple, because during the next coming months, right, not even years, months, you will be making insane gains, especially if you do that compounding, right, with the 1% profits. Let's go right away. Alan, how are you doing? Microphone louder. Is it not loud enough? Is the microphone not loud enough? Come on, are you serious? Guys, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me okay. Is it too loud or is it not loud? Yes, I have it here. I have it. Look at him. Max Verstappen. There you have it. Formula One. Red Bull team. So hyped. Thanks, Andy. And thanks for always calling me out. Love the community. Hey, Kulen. You're very much welcome, my man. This is how you do it. We want insane gains and insane trades. Let's keep it nice, small, and consistent. We know the deal. Your track record needs to be, building up slowly and consistently, right? That's how we do it. We don't get into the epic, massive trades, all right, trying to double our account in less than 1 week, right? Yes, you can do that. Yes, of course it is possible, but it's not a sustainable way in making profits. We want those high probability setups and just wait for the highest probability trade and just getting that one over there. Just like one that was provided in the Legends community today, guys. We provided a setup. We also have Sam, one of the coaches, of course. We got DeVault, one of the setups that I was looking at here for the next move here, possibly to the upside, was coming all the way down beneath $36,000, which was hitting the 7-8 Fibonacci range and getting a wick here to the upside, pumping back up $36,200 and $300, right? We're looking at this 7-8 Fibonacci, claiming the lows, the first higher lows from this drop, wait for them to be claimed and get into the bounce. This is exactly what happened. The 7-8 Fibonacci was tapped. We actually went beneath the 7-8 Fibonacci, at least on Bybit, not much on the other exchanges. So we're looking for the clean out of these first higher lows from this major drop as we were here. Wait, guys, we're not claiming this low. Let's wait for the drop. Okay, we waited for the drop, bang, tap the 7-8. As we were recovering from the 7-8, you got your long trigger right over here. Of course, there is a take profit one, which is obviously the VWAP for all of those scalpers. I got in this long position. I closed most of it. I left a small position open because I think could be a recovery all the way up to 37,500 and even higher. However, we are technical traders. We are waiting for the best level for our entry, which was basically getting that wick down to claim the first higher lows from this drop. We wanted these higher lows right there were very disturbing. They're the ones that need to be swiped up, okay, and then get into the possible long trade at this level. We got a nice pump of about $300 to $400 from that entry point. That is the trades that we want to get into, right? Classic VWAP is our take profit one, already pumping $400. Now, the major announcement for today, guys, which is for you. It is for the community, right? You watching this live stream right now. You can see it in the pinned comment, okay? This is your chance. We talk about a lot of the legends. Maybe some people, don't want to get that subscription because they don't know what we are talking about here. They don't know the setups that we talk about, the levels. I do post daily videos with possible scenarios from the trades that I am taking. You have your chance now, guys, to join for free for 10 days. It is the first link in the description, so you can join the Legends trading community, me, the other coaches, giving you those possible trading setups, the education, okay, answering questions. You have a 10-day free trial. The link is in the description. It's the first one. Of course, you need to follow some steps. Click on that link and you'll be taken here to this site, okay? Get your free trial from Andy's community. Of course, you need to register through a link in the description. Follow the steps here, send the email, and you'll be gaining access for 10 days in the Legends trading community. So you can see the value that there is there, guys. It is your chance right now. Follow the steps to join 10-day free trial in the Legends trading community. A lot of people have been waiting for this, been getting messages, DMs for the last few days. Hey, when's the free trial? It is live right now. You do have a few days. And that is where you're going to see the magic, guys. The magic happens in the Legends community. You got your 10-day free trial, guys, to check it out if you haven't joined already. Going through the price of Bitcoin. Shall we go through the price of Bitcoin? Are you bullish? Are you bearish for the next coming hours, coming days? Are we going to collapse? There is some markets that are absolutely exploding. We had insane bullish CPI data. Inflation is lower than expected. So it seems like that the economy is doing okay. Inflation's going down. Markets are going up. hey, recession 2023, 2024, maybe not till 2026, right? Nobody knows exactly when that recession and the big stock market crash is coming, but we've broken a crucial resistance zone that we were talking about here during the last few days, and I am bullish. I am officially bullish on the S&P 500. We are likely going to create a new yearly high on the stock market as well, which is the highs here created in July. That is very likely going to happen. We got above one of the strongest resistance levels from this downtrend that we've had since the summer. We were creating lower lows and lower highs for several months. Right now, we have broken officially the last lower high, which was sitting at 4,420 points. This is the last official lower high. This is why we were consolidating at this level. A big resistance we might reject from this point. Of course, with that bullish CPI news, market got the explosion here to the upside, pumped over 2%, which is a lot for the stock market S&P 500. 2% for the S&P is a lot. It's a pretty significant move, pumping and breaking out this major level. It is the resistance level here, support level that turned into resistance the last couple of days. It was the last lower high from this downtrend, and we also had a significant spike on the volume profile. We had a significant spike right over here, as you can see right now on the chart. So we had that significant spike on the volume profile, struggling very much to get above it, as you can see here the last couple of days. Beautiful bounce from the point of control of the last 2 years. Our next highest point of control, basically volume profile spike, was exactly sitting here at 4,410 points approximately, and this is where we were struggling the last few days, getting that consolidation. What is going to happen? Will we manage to break above the last crucial lower high, which was this one mentioned? And we absolutely exploded. So no doubt for me that S&P is going to be back on track for the next coming days and weeks. Of course, those pullbacks will happen. This doesn't mean we're going to shoot up there by tomorrow, but the uptrend, it looks like we are going to continue the stock market uptrend. Is this bullish for Bitcoin, you may ask? Well, obviously, I would be expecting Bitcoin at some point to get a pretty nice, healthy corrective move of a few $1,000s. It's definitely a possibility still that obviously Bitcoin can get that corrective move, because Bitcoin has been exploding for the last few weeks, and I wouldn't mind seeing the price of Bitcoin getting a few $1,000 of a pullback, right? We need it. We need those healthy corrective moves. Look at these massive pumps. They need the correction to get a massive blast off. It needs a corrective move to continue to the upside. So it would be nice to see, a pretty decent corrective move. It is definitely a possibility. Question is, will we get that pullback? Higher time frames. Will it happen in the next couple of days, potentially before Friday? Or will we first go to $38,000 and above and then come down? That is something that could also happen. If we can detect those long positions at the lowest levels, then we'll get into some longs. If we can detect some shorts, of course, on lower time frames, we will get into those short positions. So for the moment, we are creating insane bullish CVD divergence inside of this range for the last week, since the 9th of November. Since this low was created, this is still a higher low, and people are shorting like really aggressively. People are like, let's short the market. This is a range where we need to be a little bit careful, because I think a lot of the people right now are very much aware of that pullback. A lot of people are starting to short. Funding rate is switching, from extremely positive to, it is still positive, but it's going down. People are shorting. It is going down here by the hour. So there's a lot of shorts jumping in. You can see it also on the CVD. You can see it on the delta, basically. You're seeing those short positions entering the market. This is a classic dead cat bounce, boom, where people short because they see the possible collapse, and possibly you're going to get that rise first, sweeping up here these lower highs, and then maybe claim the new yearly high and then possibly get the drop, okay? Stay extremely cautious. Of course, this could not happen. This is a point where it's absolutely critical for the price of Bitcoin. You're just about, to break the last higher low, which is sitting right over here. Okay, well, technically it is lower, but you are continuing to create, still higher lows right over here. And I think a lot of people are aware of this is it. This is that's it. Bitcoin's going down to 30K, to 28K. That is it. Possibly not, guys. Possibly not. We are building some liquidity here as well at 37,500. The last 24 hours, there's lots of shorts entering the market at the moment, expecting that drop. Building a lot of liquidity above 37,500 on most of the exchanges. We can see Binance here. Okay, there is over 170 million here in liquidation, so possibly we're going to get that rise first, right? It's not an easy market. We need to learn how to read, the overview, but most importantly, having great risk management, right? That is the most important thing. Hi Andy, see you in Discord, said Mantas. See you in Discord right away. I am there. Not 24/7, but almost. You can tag me. I answer questions. We analyze Bitcoin. We also analyze some altcoins. I'm not an altcoin expert, as you do know. Sam, some other of the coaches, such as Devault as well, sometimes pull out also a little bit of analysis on some altcoins to look at some potential setups. So happy to see you in there right away. What's up, my Bitcoin brother, says Trader Mark. Hey bro, Dano, how you doing? Good show in the moon. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a little bit of a chilled show. Was pretty good. We got the CPI data live, getting that pump on the stock market, also on Bitcoin. Bitcoin did get this wick to the downside. This is why I do not trade news, right? It looks like, we were like really bullish on the CPI data, coming out. It's like, yeah, this looks good. S&P looks good. Bang, big massive wick here to the downside on Bitcoin of almost $1,000, right? So all of those people that are longing the news, right, based on bullish news, stay cautious. This happens a lot, right? You might pump and you might dump. You might pump and then you dump. You might dump and then you pump. It's just very, very, I try to stay away with my trading as a scalper and a day trader, because I'm, very much aware of, this unpredictable volatility up and down. Special guest, right? Hello everyone, Market Rider, how are you doing? Right, let's go right away. See you on Discord, says Mantas. Absolutely. DXY dropping fast on the 1 hourly. Very important to note as well. We haven't had much negative correlation with, Bitcoin's been doing its own thing, right, for the last few weeks, right? The DXY, wow, we're in a big, massive fall here on the DXY. This should have a positive impact on Bitcoin in the coming days if this were to continue. No doubt that we're going to start hitting a crucial level of support. However, we're just slicing through that level as we speak. But this, nevertheless, this is a strong level, okay? When we do take a look at the VPVR here, there is a high volume node. I am worried of the DXY getting a massive bounce from this level. We got rejected here. These levels are very well respected. We got this high volume node, okay, on the volume profile that was massive resistance. We very much predicted this resistance zone back in the day. This was in June of 2023, saying, look, we are likely to reject from this point. We got the rejection to claim another low. We broke above the resistance zone, got another rejection from a high volume node right there. And we're also coming down right now into the highest volume node, being the point of control from the DXY in between price action of 2022 and 2023. For the moment, it's a falling knife. It could be nice if we see this continue like this, bang, 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 not having any stops. If we stop here in between today and tomorrow, there is a high chance that the DXY could get a significant bounce from this zone. It's a clear support level. It has been a clear resistance level back in June here, as you can see. Beautiful rejection right there. We are coming to sit on top of this level. If we slice through the level, then it's spot on. We did not get any reaction, and we are possibly going to go even more lower to the next high volume node, which is sitting at the lower high resistance, turning into support potentially of this descending wedge breakout, which would be in confluence with the 618 Fibonacci retracement from the start of the pump in July till the end here in October of the rally that the DXY had. So if we break through this level, phenomenal. We're going to get another leg down. Stock market will continue pumping. Possibly Bitcoin will manage to recover and attempt that breakout above $38,000. However, we break through here, then we come to the next big major support here on the DXY. Remember, we broke bearish structure here. The descending wedge, lower high resistance, will be coming into a high volume node here on the volume profile into the 61865 Fibonacci retracement in confluence with a lower high resistance. So of course that breakdown will be good for stock market, will give a chance for Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin and DXY haven't been negatively correlated too much lately the last few weeks. Bitcoin's doing its own thing because of the ETF hype. What is your take on the ETF, guys? What is your take on the ETF? Will it be approved? Will 12 of them be approved before Friday? We got, this is, hey, maybe. Will 12 Bitcoin ETFs, okay, by mid-November, right? They have the deadline on the 17th, which is Friday. Could all of them be approved? Some people think that this is the sell the news event, right? However, if they are approved, and a lot of them are approved, such as 12, it's inevitable, in my opinion, that we are going to get first a massive move up. Of course, that massive move up, right, whether it does happen or not, I think it's not going to be a sustainable rise. It's probably going to be a kind of a pump and dump event. Okay, because the hype will just drive the price to the upside. There's going to be big whales ready to dump on you. That's what I personally think. If it does get a significant rise, we want to be extremely cautious, okay? Because the whales do manipulate the news. I would not expect, all of the spot Bitcoin ETFs have been approved and then the price dumping like this, right? It just wouldn't make sense. It would make more sense to get a massive multi-$1,000 pump and then possibly a drop down, okay? That's what I personally think that would happen. We can do some short-term analysis. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a corrective move. It is dropping with the DXY. How crazy is that? Dropping with the DXY. I longed here. I took most of the profits from this long position. I still have that long position open. My stop loss is at beneath the lows. If I do get stopped out, I'll still be making some profits, but in that long position here using MEXC. Remember, MEXC for me right now is a great option to trade. You get a great bonus down below in the description. $20,000 worth of bonus. The fees are very low. The reason why I'm trading on MEXC is because I cannot trade on Bybit. Some countries have restrictions on Bybit, and I cannot trade on Bybit. If you can trade on Bybit, I would suggest Bybit. They got $30,000 worth of bonus. And, I've been using it for over 4 years, been an absolute great platform to trade on for over 4 years. However, depending on where you live, there are some restrictions, and it is what it is, right? I cannot trade on Bybit for the moment. We'll be trading there back very soon. Curious to see Bitcoin. Bitcoin is definitely overextended. We need to understand that. We need to understand that Bitcoin is overextended. We like it or not. Yes, it's been beautiful pump. We want the price to go to 40K and 42K. Come on, we've been pumping like crazy for the last few weeks, separating from the stock market, separating from DXY. Now DXY is dropping. S&P is pumping like crazy. Why isn't Bitcoin pumping? We've already pumped for Bitcoin. We've already had a huge major rally. So, this will not be bad news. It is the time for Bitcoin to get a corrective move, right? So I wouldn't mind Bitcoin going back down, okay, to $33,000. It would be ideal. I would start dollar cost averaging again on the dip, okay? Buy the dip. And if it keeps dipping, you keep buying. That's how we do it, baby. We dip, buy the dip, keeps dipping, we keep buying. Dips, keep buying, dips, keep buying. Then bang, bang, bang. Then you got a nice average price entry and you're in insane profits. Best strategy ever for DCAing, especially for Bitcoin and some altcoins. Let's go right away. For all of those people now that are not aware, we got 800 people. I need you to smash up that like button, guys. Smash up the like button. If you have been a legit follower for a long time, smash up the like, and I got insane news for you. We've been talking about the Legends community. It's been live for over 6 months right now, I think, approximately. Talking about it a lot on the live streams. Some people saying, hey, it's probably too expensive, or I don't want to pay for something that I don't know what I'm going to get out from it, and we talk about valuable content, education, technical analysis, possible setups that I am looking at here that I am getting into. This is a long trade that I got into. I took profits already at the VWAP because it was a technical scalp trade. Of course, it can turn into a small, long day trade or swing trade if we go to 38K. However, we are technical traders. We talk about scalping and setups, scalping and day trading setups in the Legends community. You have a 10-day trial right now, guys. It is in the pinned comment. Pinned comment right over here, or it's the first link in the description. Legends Trading Community 10-day trial. You click on that link. You need to follow the steps. So you can send a message. You'll be entering into the Discord for 10 days. So you can just see the value that there is there every single day. Let's continue here with the comment section. A lot of people have been waiting. Legends Trading Community. I want to know what there is. Can't we get a free trial? We decided that we are going to give that free trial. However, you need to follow the steps. Just click on the link. And of course, you need to sign up with one of the links in the description from that exchange. Follow the steps and you will get that 10-day free trial. Let's go right away. Continue. Mark Riders, how you doing? I've signed up for the free trial. Well, welcome. You will see the magic. We talk about different setups. And for all of those people that are, bored of swing trades, and higher time frame levels, we talk about day trade and scalping scenarios. One of them being this one that happened here the last hour. It looks like we're coming back down here, retracing right now at the moment. But we talked about these lows basically getting swept out. We needed to sweep out these lows right over here, hitting the 7/8 Fibonacci from the pivot low of the drop to the high of the range. We need that 7/8 to be claimed. As we claim it and recover, we're jumping into a long and we're taking profits at the VWAP. That VWAP is hitting the resistance to perfection. Look at this. This is so technical. This is basically follow the rules and you will be making gains. We look for the long setup as we recover. Wick, recovering, bang, sniper long, $400 pump, VWAP, we lock in profits. We're out, baby. Whether the price does come back down now, or actually goes up, it doesn't matter. It can do whatever it wants right now. We have banked our capital. Now the price, if it goes down, you might say, luckily I took most of the profits. If it were to continue up, then I'm holding at least a portion of that position to make better profits in the next 1 to 2 days, right? We are traders, we are technical. Some people might be long in here, okay, and expecting higher levels. I do. However, I'm a scalper and a day trader. I enter here, I will take profits here. Period. That's it. Now the price can do whatever it wants. If it goes up, then I have a small position that I, making a little bit more profits. So a lot of people as well might be thinking, right, this is just a quick wick liquidity grab. This is going to be a low. I am longing with very high leverage. My stop losses are down here, and I think that we're going to go up to 37,538. And then obviously the price starts moving down now, and then this happens, and whoa, I longed right now this wick. I did not take profits. I'm over leveraged and I'm getting stopped out. From that same movement, I have profited from the market because I am faster. I'm a scalper. I day trade. I can leave some open, of course. However, this might actually play out really nicely, and then you might, I made a killing with that swing trade. Very possible as well. All depending on what style of trading you have. But we were waiting. No trades taken here. Even though it was a good long bounce, this hit the 618 Fibonacci really nicely. When we take a look at the pivot low from the drop to the pivot high of the range, 61865, bang, beautiful bounce. Really, really nice. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I could not trade that level. It would have been a little bit of a difficult level for me to actually trade. But definitely an acceptable long position. Now, once we were getting this price action during today, I said, look, I want the price to get beneath the low. And if we hit the 7.8 Fibonacci, even better. That is the moment where I'm looking for the price, not long in here, long in as we were getting the wick here to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. That's when you want to trigger the long, baby. Trigger that long as you're starting to recover from the wick, right? Up to the VWAP. We love trading. We are technical traders. I did not trade on the news, on the CPI. I was waiting patiently for my technical setup. The technical levels, the technical setup here that was provided here in the legends. You'll be getting all of these setups, all of this analysis during small little videos, 5, 10, 20-minute videos where I do go in depth of what you want to know. So smash the like button. Absolutely, guys. Destroy that like button. Come on, we're over 1,000 people here. Let's go, guys. Evening live stream here in Central European time. Just dump it already. Says slow gains don't get wrecked. Absolutely great. Hey, I love your name. Slow gains don't get wrecked. I'm a very boring trader. I make slow scalps, day trades. They are very, very small positions, but it's a consistent track record. You slowly build up your capital. I am not interested in hype. I'm not interested in, look at this altcoin, it's doing a 10x. I'm not interested in all of that. I'm interested mainly on Bitcoin to trade my technical levels. That is where I make the gains. Where do you make the gains? Let me know in the comment section. I am not an altcoin trader. Let's go right away. Continue. Shorters, let's stop you out. Shorters, let's stop you out. Well, if you have millions of dollars and you can over leverage, if you enter with a couple of $1 million here with a 50x leverage, I'm going to tell you that you are likely going to pump the market. You could pump the market if you have several $1 million and you're using leverage, no doubt. But what happens if there is a bigger player, right? Whales fight against each other as well. They don't only fight against retail. So, I've seen whales down, over $200 million positions, right? And they're like, oh, it seems like there's bigger players going against you. So stay cautious. I wait patiently to chat again. I'll pay a few sats for a 10-minute video of you going deep. Absolutely. Gandalf. Absolutely, yes. Andy doesn't read comments from his mods. Sometimes I do. I do. Depending on which ones, Mark, because, I need to be careful. 1,000 watching. Absolutely insane. We've got 1,400 people watching the stream at the moment. Guys, the reason why the price of Bitcoin could actually hold this zone over here is because of the insanity of market shorts that are entering right now during the last 24 to 48 hours. People are shorting this, expecting the market already to go down to $34,000. You can see it here. All of the exchanges are massively shorting the market since we created this low. Okay? It's getting absorbed. They are getting absorbed by long players. Of course, there could be one big or a series of big players entering the market right now and just, absolutely getting into multi-million-dollar short positions and just dumping the market. It is what it is. We really can't predict that moment, okay? But overall, they are getting absorbed. We are building liquidity above $37,000. It's building up during the last 2 days. This has been building. Boom, 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 boom. There's a lot of, there's millions of dollars right now sitting above $37,000. It's like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if the price is going to rise first before getting the drop, guys. I think there could be high probability. There could be high probability in that happening, guys. So stay cautious. This is the classic dead cat bounce that people want to short because they're expecting that falling, knife. It could happen. It is the moment that it could happen, okay? So if anybody that is short from higher levels, I would say, it's always good to take some profits. But we are at a zone that maybe the price is just going to create one more higher low and get a rise in the coming days before it actually gets the proper drop, okay? So just stay cautious, with the short, stay defensive, right? It could happen, absolutely. If it needs to happen, this could be a crucial point where it does start happening, right? Where you're just moving down here, consolidating, and then you finally get the major drop. However, there's too many shorters. There's too much liquidity building up above 37K. Why? There's a lot of people shorting, a lot of retail. Small little millions of dollars entering into shorts, building up those stop losses above $37,000. That is just fuel for the market to do this first. Whoop. And then you're like, oh, what happened? Well, it was pretty obvious, right? We were building liquidity. We were creating big bullish CVD divergence, higher lows on the price action, lower lows on CVD massively. So, high chance we could get a bounce, guys. Okay, so stay cautious. People that are over leveraging long positions, be defensive, learn how to take profits, in the ranges. There's not a guarantee that this is going to recover, right? There is a high chance, in my opinion. But let's stay technical. If you want that pure, analysis, you want to join the Legends community. I cannot stress it enough, because here is why I provide all of the intraday short-term levels that can get respected. We're looking for that 7-8. We're looking for that bounce to the VWAP, and all the different scenarios, right? We got the Wolf of Wall Street here, looking at that Gartley pattern for that bounce as well, just a couple of days ago. Bang, looking for that rise. We talk about major levels, and this is why you want to join. This is why you got that free trial, guys. 10-day trial to join the Legends community. Now is your moment. First link in the description. If you want to get in, I'm not going to say the best, but I would arguably discuss one of the best, okay, groups out there that is talking about analysis, education, and possible setups, okay, to make some gains in this market. I am an educator, I'm a mentor, I share track record, I show how we want to use small consistent gains to gain a huge amount of wealth during the next few years. I'm not talking about 10 years, I'm talking about 1, 2, 3 years, where if you solidly do correct trading with good risk management, you'll be making insane amounts of gains. Forget about the short term, forget about next week. In just a couple of years, you can be making massive gains if you follow the strategies and the setups and the risk management that I teach. No doubt, no joke, this is live. I spend many hours a day informing here how you want to trade and looking for those setups here on the Legends trading community. Okay, very important. I have made thousands following Andy's TA, says 3-figure link. Absolutely enough. That's phenomenal, That's absolutely great to get these comments, This just gives me a lot of pride. I'm super happy for the people actually, understanding and getting educated and actually seeing the value, all right? For me, this is absolute fire. Viewers just hit all-time high. Absolutely insane, guys. Smash up that like button on your way in or on your way out. I'm going to go through the comment section now. We talked a bit of the analysis. We talked about divergence, talking about the possibility that, we might even hold this range. It's a critical zone, just like the thumbnail says. It is definitely a critical zone as the market could start collapsing. There is only one good thing about it. There is a lot of bullish CVD divergence. People are shorting like crazy here. We're building up liquidity above $37,000. We have the DXY dropping aggressively. That is, supposedly that is fuel for Bitcoin. However, the correlation hasn't been massive. Negative correlation hasn't been massive lately. So we're not, DXY is dropping and Bitcoin has been dropping as well, right? So not a big major effect short term. Maybe if it continues dropping, Bitcoin could get that recovery. Stock market going through the roof here, pumping over 2%. That is usually a good thing for Bitcoin. If stock market crashes, then that is not a good sign. Bitcoin usually follows. So strong indications that we could possibly get one more leg up here in Bitcoin during the next coming days before we get the big major corrective move. Okay. Right, let's continue here. Continue with the comment section. 34K is the target. No doubt 34K is the target for sure. No doubt 34K is the target. But we might get one more leg up here. We might just get one more leg up. Let's continue here right away with the comment section. Please, Andy, I got a super chat. We need to go there. We need to go and take a look at here at the super chat for sure. I want to try and go through most of the comment sections, but there's a lot of people right now. Let's take a look at Polkadot right away, guys. Polkadot. Yes. Polkadot has been one of them that has been lagging very much behind a lot of the altcoins. We have Solana breaking through the massive downtrend that we've had during the last 12-18 months. We have Avalanche breaking out. We have Solana. ADA is lagging a little bit. DOT is lagging a lot. But you can see right over here that it is just about wanting to break out. I think it does have a chance. Polkadot has a chance already to break out of this macro descending wedge. When we do take a look at Solana, let's put out Solana here on the comparison right away. Solana, what's going on with Solana? When we put it here through, we need to put this in scale. It might be looking very interesting. It doesn't mean that DOT needs to do the same thing as Solana. However, I mean, look at this. This is absolutely crazy. The similarities here are quite large. Look at this. We got Polkadot on the candlestick. We got Solana in the orange. Let's turn it purple because Solana is like purpley and blue, right? It seems like that DOT is lagging behind. Look at the similarities though of the cycle. We got in the purple, we have Solana. In the candlesticks, we have DOT. Look at how it's been moving exactly the same, but for some reason, Solana has taken off, leaving Polkadot behind. Are we just lagging behind here? And we are just about to see also Polkadot getting that insane rally. Solana has been breaking all of the lower high resistance levels. Look at Solana. All of the lower highs created since the summer of 2022 have been broken. They have been broken. Polkadot is lagging behind. The summer highs here on Polkadot is all the way up at $9.60. I'm going to say that $9.60 is likely going to be hit in the next coming weeks. Okay, I'm not going to say days because if Bitcoin gets that big pullback, Solana, DOT, everything is going to get a pullback. Okay, that's just going to give you better buying levels. Polkadot, no doubt, great L1 project. It is just lagging behind like many. Okay. Avalanche did manage to get that rise, probably getting a pullback at the moment. But we've been talking about Avalanche, hey, ready to snap out from this descending wedge also. Lagging behind. All of the L1 projects, they are ready Getting a beautiful bounce here from this lower high created. Look at this. Super simple technical analysis. Getting that beautiful bounce on July. Bouncing right there. Bang. Beautiful, beautiful. Could we could be rising here on the most of the L1 projects still. Polkadot, it is there. It is the first touch of resistance. First touch of resistance. I think it is ready to break out above this lower high right over here. Let me change this. Why is this red? I think we're ready to break out here. It's probably just getting a little bit of a pullback after this attempt. Important to break out above this zone. As soon as we break out from this zone, it is party time. It is Polkadot going to $7, even $8 after we break out from the descending wedge resistance and this lower high. This is the last lower high. We break out from here, it is party time for Polkadot. So looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I think getting a little bit of a few pullbacks here. Still very much in a strong uptrend. We would want to hold this uptrend. I like this pivot low from this drop to the pivot high. Did we get this drop on most of the exchanges on Polkadot? 50% holding here, getting a bounce to perfection. Obviously, I would prefer the 618. If it retraces to the 618, around about $5, for me, it would be like a great ticket for a long position. But it's building up nicely. Note that a lot of the altcoins have entered a parabolic zone here before breaking the actual resistance, right? When you do take a look at Solana here, let's add up Solana here again. I mean, yeah, this does look like very much it wants to mirror. Let's go right away. Oh, I mean, yeah, the price action is very, very similar from this point. Yeah, very similar price action currently. Would be a little bit cautious depending on what Bitcoin does. Depending on what Bitcoin does, of course. But I'm surprised to see Polkadot lagging behind so much. But no doubt that's the next step. You know, those summer highs from 2022 are likely to be taken at some point. It might lag behind. We might get a small pullback first, and then we're going to go through that level. But L1 projects that haven't exploded yet, such as Polkadot, they will come at some point. Don't worry, they're going to come. Algorand as well. Algorand did get a bit of pumpy action, but the ones that went crazy was Solana, obviously. ADA is lagging behind. Avalanche did manage to get a rally, significant rally for the last week or two. Polkadot, it is a matter of time that it gets that rally. This is ready. This is only a full recipe for the price to explode out. We get one more pullback. I think for spot buying, spot trading, it's the moment. You get a pullback to beneath $5, it's just going to get you a great ticket. It's going to get you a great ticket to double your account in a matter of a few weeks potentially. You know, maybe not even saying months. Anyway, if you're bullish on Polkadot, no doubt that these are levels that you want to scoop up some, because once you're rallying, such as Solana, right? You don't want to be that guy that says, oh, I didn't buy Solana, didn't manage to buy Solana here when it was trading at $15, $16, right? $20. Then it's, you would have made 3 times your capital in a matter of a few weeks. So you want to be that guy. Can you do some quick analysis? Let's take a look at Daniel here right away on the super chat. Can you do some quick analysis on SKL? Thank you for all you do, my man. You're very welcome, Daniel. Thanks for the super chat. No need. I know it's for me easier so I can read the comment section, but SKL. Let's take a look at SKL right away. SKL, scale. I have no idea what this project is. We can take a look at some analysis here on scale SKL right away. But wow, over 1,000 likes, guys. You absolutely epic. This does look like the bull run. This is the kind of views I was getting back in the bull run. Then in bear market, it's 400, 500, 600 views. We are in bull market. We are back, baby. Crypto is back. So let's just analyze this right away. Smash up that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel because I do daily technical analysis. Also live streams to interact with the community. And yeah, feel free to subscribe and enjoy the show. And if you are new, you basically came on the best moment. You can get a 10-day free trial where I have the private community where I'm posting the daily technical analysis and setups mainly on Bitcoin here with the rest of the coaches. Okay, so you've come on the perfect day. There's the first link down below. Okay, if you want that free trial on the Legends community for 10 days. SKL. Let's go right away. What's going on with SKL? SKL. I absolutely love this double bottom. I absolutely love the double bottom that was created here in October, testing that level. Just classic zone to look for a bounce. Struggling very much to get above the last lower high, which is this one. So we haven't successfully yet flipped the bearish market structure, which is this last lower high, because you're in bearish market structure here for the last several months, creating lower highs and lower lows. And this is still technically a lower high. It would be a failed breakout from the structure. So it is resistance still. You start snapping out from this level in the next coming days, you could look for that significant rise, that parabolic rise like a lot of the altcoins are doing. But it's still at resistance, right? Keeping it basic with the boxes, right? We want to go from basics then to more advanced. Curious to see here the volume profile that could give us, you know, the high volume node levels. Yeah, we can see that we could get a significant rise here. As soon as we smash out this zone, we could get a significant rise, at least to around about 0.037 cents, where we have our next high volume zone right there. This is based on this consolidation. So got a big gap. We break through this, it could absolutely get a significant rise of 50% or so. We just need to get above, yeah, around about 30% pump or 35% pump. We're just struggling a little bit right now. Let's zoom in on the lower time frame. So we very much, there's box zone which we need to break, which is this one. We attempted to break it the last few days. Let's zoom in on lower time frames. Still very much in a pretty, you know, nice uptrend, creating higher lows. Struggling very much, but a lot of the altcoins are just building up like this. They're just rising like this and just building up. A lot of them have been rising like this for the last couple of weeks. So, you know, could we be holding here and continuing to the upside? Well, I'm going to let you know that there's only one asset, one crypto asset that can make this possible, and obviously that is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is at a crucial zone here. It's at a crucial zone. The higher highs and the higher lows are getting very choppy. We overextended. We're getting a lot of higher time frame bearish CBD divergence, and we just need to be extremely cautious. Okay, we need to be very, very cautious, because that move down beneath $34,000 is going to happen. It is going to happen at some point. Now the question is, will we get one more rise and then it will drop? Or will we drop from this point now in the next coming days? If that were to be the case, we are going to see a lot of the altcoins that looks like they were going to continue to the upside, getting a major corrective move. Something interesting though, so I mean, pay attention if you want to speculate on this uptrend that we've been creating for the last few weeks to continue. I mean, you are at the retracement level. You know, there's no doubt that, I'm not sure if you're leverage trading this or not, but I would go with a very, very light, low leverage swing long position, right? Very, very light one, okay? Don't bet the house here. Don't bet the farm. This uptrend could continue, but you are hitting a higher time frame, big resistance zone, which is the lower high from the overall downtrend structure. Lower low, lower high, lower low. You don't break here still, you don't break here successfully. This is still technically, bearish, because you need that breakout for continuation to the upside. Right now it is struggling very, very much to get above the last lower high, okay? So just stay a little bit cautious. It might just gain the steam here during the next 24 to 48 hours. It might just gain that steam to break out. It's very possible. A lot of the altcoins have been doing that. So yeah, that is my take here on SKL. S&P 500. Absolutely exploding. Hey, new yearly high for S&P 500 in a matter of days. Maybe not by the end of this week. Possibly yes. But S&P is bullish. It is bullish. It was bearish till today, just a few hours. Now it's bullish. I'm looking for that high from July to be taken, and there will be a new yearly high for the S&P 500 in a matter of 1 to 2 weeks, I would expect. All right, maybe days. Right, let's go right away. Are you in the Discord? Tag me and I can screenshot you the VWAP. Yeah, absolutely. VWAP is VWAP, volume weighted average price. Very, very important indicator, okay, for take profits, for resistance, for support, for all of those scalpers out there. Super important. VWAP for me is crucial for my scalping decisions to take profits, or basically to get into a short potentially. We just tap that VWAP, which is a take profit zone, on the long setup, the long zone that we talked about in the legends, which was trading here just round about $36,000 to get into the long if we were to get that wick. We've got a nice rise of $400 hitting that VWAP, so you can lock your profits. Now price can do this, it can do this, it can do whatever it wants, right? We are in that trade. You are protected. You're taking most of the position. You're taking most of the profits. Now price can drop, it can pump, it can do whatever it wants. Not an easy zone to decide a trade at the moment. You might think it's going to drop, it's going to drop. This is just another lower high and the price is going to drop aggressively. You could speculate on that. I wouldn't go too crazy. I would be putting possibly stop above the first high here created. Maybe you're going to come down, test the lows and break down. You got a significant move there of $400-500. The trend is bearish, for the on the lower time frame for the last couple of days. It's all about what you think. You can speculate on whatever, as long as you have great risk management, which is my key point for the people that join the legends, for you here on YouTube to learn how to trade. My key point is you to have good risk management, as always, so you can have a successful, nice track record here where you're making small, slow, consistent gains. There will be losing days, of course. Not every day is winning, but overall you would be looking for that nice average multi-monthly profit. And don't lose focus, because a lot of people that make gains. Don't make the same mistake I did back in 2019. I had 5 months of consistent profits. I got into a very toxic swing trade. I lost everything, all of the gains from 5 months, and even part of my capital. Very toxic swing trade. Don't get into those trades where you're adding to the position. Add to the position. I'm underwater, but I'm adding to the position, right? I'm short and strong. Forget about all of those different influencers that they're short and strong, right? I'm still short and strong. Well, good luck with that. You should have been liquidated already, because I know a lot of people that have been short and strong since we were trading at $20,000. How can you be short and strong, since $20,000 when you're trading at almost 40K? How can you still be short and strong? That's absolutely insanity. You're underwater or you've been liquidated several times. There's no such thing as short and strong since, this range over here. No such thing when using leverage. If you're using a 2x leverage, then maybe yes, but you're still underwater, right? Stay very defensive with these, let's short the market and add to the position, or let's long the market, and if it goes against us, add to the position. Yeah, forget about this because you're going to get burnt. You will get burnt. The market will come after you. Just a little tip there, guys. I don't want you to get burnt like I did back in 2019. Now it's just slow, consistent profits. Very, very good with stop losses, risk management. That's what you are going to learn in the community, basically. And there is also the course. If you don't want to go through the Legends community, because I don't want to follow your videos and the rest of it. If you want my style of trading with risk management, you got the masterclass. Here's where you have all the details if you want to learn how to trade how I do, okay? You got the Legends Trading Masterclass down below if you're not interested in getting into any trading group or any of that. The focus here is for you to learn. Right, CCM, thanks for the super chat. Let's take a look at this right away. I have a long from 3.5. Can you look at it, please, on mask? Okay, let's take a look at this right away. Mask, US dollar. I have a long position from $3.5. Ooh, yeah. Well, let's see what this one's saying. Right. Wow, you're longing a little bit the top here as a breakout, right? I guess you were longing this kind of breakout attempt. So you are underwater at the moment. You are underwater. I mean, this would be the kind of zone that I would attempt a short if you're failing like this. Okay, so that is definitely not a good sign. Because you're basically trying to break above this zone, you get a clear rejection, and then you're back testing the zone, failing to break out again, right? What can I say about your short position here? $3.5. I mean, it ain't looking bad. This reminds me very much it does look like Bitcoin back in 2018 and 2019, where it had this massive descending triangle on the higher time frames, right? If you do take a look at Bitcoin in 2019, this reminds me very much of that. Let me just pull that chart out for you so you can realize what I'm talking about. This, I mean, it's not the same, obviously, but what you're forming is a big kind of descending triangle, right? You could arguably discuss, and then you're popping out, you're consolidating, and then you're looking to break out here this topping point, right? So this kind of price action reminds me very much of that of that stage of the bear market, where you would be expecting a rally because you get that massive pump, slow, a descending triangle. You get the last move down into consolidation, and then you're rallying. So you can see the similarities on this from the 2018-2019 bear market on Bitcoin. It's just a classic pattern where you descending triangle, break down, consolidate, you're ready to rally. So you are at that crucial zone here where you could snap out, you could break out, and get into a significant rally. So you are a little bit you're in a long position at a crucial resistance zone. So obviously, you're longing after the price pumping a few weeks. You would want to try and attempt getting into a long on the retracement, no doubt. Big volatile move. This is the main reason why I don't trade altcoins, because they're very volatile for me. No doubt you're still in an uptrend. This could continue, but if I would attempt any longs, you would want to long, resistance flipping into support, right? Where you longed was a little bit too high. You longed a little bit too high. This is a massive resistance zone. It's a high level of, price action volume range where you can see it also here just on the volume profile, right? There's a big, you're hitting a high volume node from price action created in between March and July of this year. You're longing into resistance. You need to realize that when you take a look at the price action from 2023 and take a look at the volume profile, all of this is volume. All of this is a big zone. You can see it right there. So you didn't long at the best level, got to be honest. Yeah, there's no doubt a large consolidation here of over 2 weeks right now, and it could be building up for a nice breakout. It could be building up for a breakout, but it is at resistance. You need to understand that there's a resistance, and you're longing right now. Maybe it's a swing long position. You're expecting that significant rise. You do have a chance, let me tell you that. I'm going to say that you did enter a little bit late. I'm not sure what leverage you're using. I'm not sure, if it's a swing trade, what are your target zones. But let me say it this way. There is a chance here. It's building up very nicely here at this resistance. So you're building and creating higher lows. This is definitely a recipe for an explosive move up. There is a high chance that could happen. And this is something similar to what happened here back to Bitcoin, right? From its bear market. Descending big structure, leg down, consolidation, starting to face this range, volatility, and you're successfully breaking out here from the range. Interesting to see here the volume profile on Bitcoin right there. You can see it here, right? You can see it here. Bitcoin right there. There's a lot of price action at this zone, and this is no doubt is going to be some resistance. Bitcoin did not get much of resistance here. It blasted straight through the level and bounced as support. So that was a successful breakout here from this point. However, it's not the same case on. Yeah, it's not the same case here for Mask. It is getting a lot of resistance, I gotta say, from this high volume node. Will it do like Bitcoin did? Well, it's not at the moment, but it could be building up. It could be, you might get that breakout. We're at resistance. So stay cautious. You longed a little bit late. Right. Dude just pulled out a fractal from 2019 memory. What? WTF? I see why he calls it Legends. Wow. That was effing impressive, bro. Hey, David, thank you very much. David Digital. It's just realizing the patterns, right? It's realizing the structure of the market, how markets and charts move, right? And this was just a very, very strong similarity to the price of Bitcoin right back in 2018, 2019. We break the base, bang, consolidation, and then you rise. So it definitely has a chance. Let's leave it this way. It has a chance in the coming weeks to snap out here from this resistance. What is going on? Bitcoin's dropping. You lied to me. Bitcoin is not going to pump. You lied. There's still very aggressive market shorts. When we zoom in here on the CVD, a lot of shorts. Bullish CVD divergence on Bybit, not on the rest of exchanges. You are creating higher lows, lower lows. Bitcoin has a chance for recovery. It does have a chance. Not an easy zone, not an easy zone. Because, I have seen this before. This is just massive, poor highs with the second high with lower volume. There's big divergence here on this move. You're creating higher highs on price action, lower highs on the volume. Big divergence here. There's RSI, macro divergence on the daily. It's just a recipe for a move down. The question is, will we get that rise first? Not an easy zone. Not an easy zone. Right. Let's go. Cryptip Sniper. Go Red Bull. Go Verstappen. Yes, sir. I went to check him out. He did actually. He didn't win when I went to Singapore and watched him, but he obviously wins most of the races. But the one that I went to look at, he did not win. We got the Spanish guy from Ferrari that won that race in Singapore. You'll see it's going down. I'm telling you, it's going down to 34k from now to 22nd of November. We got somebody that is predicting here the fall down to $34,000. I mean, it is definitely the moment that it should do it. Okay, so it's not a surprise. Anybody that is attempting longs or attempting shorts, just realize that that there is a chance here. Of course, it's a crucial zone. It either holds the range and it starts bouncing, or it gets that start of the major drop. Okay, what could trigger here this longing for this holding for Bitcoin is the S&P 500, which is exploding at the moment. It is still exploding. It's had a significant rise today. We got DXY. Of course, the correlation is not that huge for the last few weeks, which is disturbing. And Bitcoin is ready. Let's stay realistic. Oh my goodness, DXY getting an massive waterfall here on the DXY. Even though DXY is dropping, stock market is pumping. It is ready. Bitcoin is ready. Come on, it's been rallying during the last few weeks and doing its own thing, regardless S&P dropping or pumping or DXY doing whatever it needs to do. Bitcoin's been doing its own thing, so it might just do its own thing with a corrective move here in the next coming days, and stock market pumping and DXY dropping, because it's just time. It is overextended. Whoever's been buying Bitcoin during the last few months, being it whales or not, the smart players are going to realize that this is a bit overextended. If you almost doubled your money, right, during the last few months on Bitcoin, maybe some whales thinking, you know what, I'm going to sell a bunch of my Bitcoin and I'll buy at cheaper levels, right? It would be the most logical thing to do, right? Right. Legends, thank you very much for joining the live stream. I'm going to do some more Central European time live streams. Seems like performing pretty well. Bitcoin is at a crucial zone at the moment. We need to understand that I get into scalps, okay? I got into my trade. I'm happy with my profits. I locked profits and I'm happy. I'm a scalper. I'm a day trader. I don't care what the price does right now in the next coming hours. You got that education here. You got the setups, the scalping setups that I do look for, okay? Levels that can get respected to get a significant bounce. This is basically one small little move. This one was actually $300-$400 move. You can make some killing gains with just a $300-$400 move on Bitcoin with a bit of leverage. You got the Legends community. It is your day because you got that free trial, okay? You need to follow the steps, of course. Link in the description. You need to click that link. It takes you to this page. Of course, you need to sign up to one of the exchanges. You share your UID and then you get the access to the Legends community so you can see the magic. Stay cautious with your trading. It looks a little bit like it wants to collapse, right? We're dropping. Stay extremely cautious. Shorting from that VWAP wouldn't have been a bad option to have, a trade, and easily protect your capital, right? You could have shorted that VWAP as well. We're getting the drop right now. Will we get the epic drop? Will we hold? No doubt that the VWAP, you are continuous to form lower highs and lower lows during the last couple of days. So obviously you are in a downtrend, okay? So maybe following the trend here for a speculative massive collapse could have been an idea. But overall, there's a lot of bullish CVD divergence as well, okay? Big bullish CVD divergence. A lot of people shorting. We're building up liquidity above $37,000. Not an easy zone. Not an easy zone. Guys, take care. Take it easy. Smash up the like button on your way out. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Thank Thank you, everybody. If I will try and read the comments, you know, for whoever I missed the comment, I'll try and read them for the next live stream. Thank you very much. Stay safe, safe trading, and I will see you in the next one.